Well, here we are on the last day of the exhibition, and we're just going to give you a quick view of the gallery and the exhibition inside. Follow me. This is the exhibition which we put on for Parcours des Mondes 2024. It's about the surreal, the art of New Guinea, and certain drawings by the artists of the 20th century. And you can see here, we have a number of drawings that are spaced with marvelous arts of New Guinea. And over here we have Volz, Dominguez, Papazov, with three magnificent works of art from the Sepik region of New Guinea. Beautiful mask from a much larger mask. This wonderful spirit figure from the Singarin area down at the mouth of the Sepik River. And of course, this very well-known and previously published flute mask from the Ramu and the Créant River area, which is down at the mouth of the Sepik. And over here, on the other side of the doorway, is a selection of early drawings by Eugène Brandt, Sauvage, and Lursa in relation to a magnificent and very early, very fine headrest from the Lake Sentani. Very, very elongated example with two large crocodile heads. And then this wonderful gopi board, which for once shows almost the whole body with the face on the top and the two legs coming down with the feet here. And then, of course, the enigmatic pora bone masks are represented here with this extraordinary example. It's made from the top of the skull of a pig, and it's surrounded by cassowary feathers. And then we move over along here where we have a lovely selection, well, it's not a selection, it's actually it's an connection, an interconnection between this extraordinary, well-worn and weathered head from a Yimar figure from the Yimar people of the Blackwater and Korowari River with Kurt Seligman's drawing. And there's a marvelous relationship between this pseudo-Giacometti head and the beautiful lines of the Seligman drawing. And then here we have, in the middle of the gallery, kind of like separating it from one space to another, these two monumental figures from the Wasara culture, which were actually then taken out of the Wasara culture by their Sawos neighbors and used as magnificent and large ancestral figures, which were incorporated into the Sawos culture, but are perfectly obviously carved by the Wasara. And over here, of course, it continues. We move into another room with two beautiful examples, the trumpet from the Sepik River and this beautiful May mask collected by Panzenbock, with a beautiful drawing by Oscar Dominguez, the wonderful self-portrait by Belmer, Leonora Carrington, Wilfredo Lam. Over here we have Picasso and this fantastic Tammy Hook from the Wirtz collection. And the juxtaposition is just natural with the body, the little hook figures, and here this wonderful little rabbit with its feet curving up, very delicate, charming little drawing from Picasso. And here we have this very powerful Murik Lakes mask, which we connect through the circular lines here with the Paul Klee. And then, of course, the clou du spectacle, which is this marvelous Maro tapacloth from Lake Sentani, which was collected by Jacques Viau in 1929, and which has a marvelous history going from Jacques Viau all the way up through the collections of Leville, Lefebvre, Monsieur Richet, Galerie Percier, and finally Jean-Claude Bellier, and onwards to me. It's published in a book that I wrote in 1995, and it's just a fantastic example of early paint on tapa from the Lake Sentani area, collected by the surrealists, of which Jacques Viau was a major member. And then we have this magnificent large ancestral figure from the Sepik here, which has a touch of Yuat River area in its carving. Another extraordinary headrest from the Korvar area, again collected by Jacques Viau, with the label remaining underneath, and this wonderful Boykin figure, which was collected by Pierre Langlois and comes from the Capier collection. And we go around the corner, and we have this marvelous Dégoul shield, which was collected by Paul Hunger in the early 50s. We have a marvelous, very, very unusual drawing by Fred Deux above the doorway. Van de Velt, Toyen, and Gluckman here are together on this little wall, making an interesting composition. Over here, an amazing kind of homage to André Breton with Degotex and Asmat shield, this amazing little drawing of an eye by Man Ray. Very almost mechanical, scientific, alchemist type like drawing by Bronner, together with Werner Münsterberger's wonderful Lake Santani tapa cloth, which is a much earlier collected example than 1929. And here finally, again, we have this homage to André Breton with a new inspiration of the notion of his wall. And we have Degotex and Degotex and Henri Nouveau and Peterson, Henri Nouveau again, and Vieira da Silva. And we have also beautiful example of turtle shell armband, Lake Santani and Sepik cassowary bone daggers, Massim spatula, a wonderful Tommy headdress collected from the collection of Brett Schneider and then Konietzko, the Korvar with its blue shroud, the wonderful little lower Sepik figure with its Inagaki base, and this amazing cane hammer used to hammer the cane wrappings around objects, which was collected by Jacques Hugebroek, a wonderful Ramu figure, the suspension hook from the North Coast that was in the Leo Fleischmann collection, a wonderful Washcook human bone dagger from the Capier collection, a little Korvar amulet, a lovely Sego spatula from the Humboldt Bay, a Yimar figure known as the Yipwan hook figures, and to finish this lovely Korvar headdress, which was collected by Keebler in the early 30s. And there you have basically the whole exhibition. You've seen it all now, and it's time to say thank you for all your visits and all your custom. And we have to say goodbye and looking forward to the next one. So if you're in Paris, don't forget to come by and chit chat, have a coffee, see some great stuff. This exhibition will be taken down this evening, but the next one will go up early next week, and we look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.